What's up, team? All right, so Monday's notes, here it is. We got a 15-minute EMOM. The workout roughly around 12 to 15 minutes. So right there, that's 30 minutes. All right, so get a good decent warm up right there in the front end. I'm gonna go right around 12-minute warm up of just your general movement patterns that are gonna replicate or kind of get you prepared for all the stuff in the EMOM and then for class and the class workout. And then give yourself like 5-minute transitions, bathroom breaks, all that jazz. All right, so 15-minute EMOM. The big focus that I'm having my classes do is on these negatives. It's something very simple and basic, but the structure of their hand placement, elbow, where that's tracking, I want you guys to focus on that. All right, so when they're going through this, making sure, you kind of reference the same way you would bench press, any form of pressing, overhead, vertical or horizontal, you want to keep that same position, right? If I take them off the wall, can I put a barbell in your hand and can you press vertical or can you press, horizontal in that way? So, some of these folks, they like to get super duper wide on their handstands. And let's try to kind of bring them in a little bit closer, not too close, but, just the same position as they would if they were going to strict press and get them used to that position. From there, watching that elbow, making sure that elbow doesn't track and it doesn't flare out. We want that good tracking the same way, exactly as if on a push-up, bench, or strict press. Where are their elbows tracking? And that's going to be the focus on that one. Single leg deadlift with the double kettlebells, making sure on this one, big toe, pinky toe, and heel are going to be the focus on that balancing of that single leg deadlift. Last week we did RDLs. This week is deadlifts. Those are two different movement patterns. All right, so don't get those kind of like twisted. All right, so RDL, slight bend in the knee stays there, it doesn't move, it doesn't bend any more than that. The deadlift, you're gonna get some more bending through the knee. Okay, so make sure again you're replicating or you're referencing back to a deadlift. Okay, how do you move in the deadlift? We want to move the same way, except we're going single leg now. So, making sure folks are not reaching and letting the elbows kind of roll forward, keeping that good flat back. We're hinging at the waist, but we get a little bit more bend through the knee and the hip a little bit, all right? Weighted candlesticks, kind of pretty simple there. Give some different scaling options, going super slow with a wall ball. Those are my two scales that I've been using, and I'm gonna hop back on that negatives on the handstand push-ups. If someone doesn't feel comfortable going inverted, I've been grabbing some decent sized dumbbells and then replicating that same movement pattern as if they were inverted, kind of slow and controlled down. All right, working on to the workout. It's a 2-round workout. There's 40 reps of each of those movements. So, 20 thrusters, 20 burpees, 20 chest to bar pull-ups or any form of pulling. I've been trying to get folks getting away from doing these super duper small sets, singles and all that. So I've been trying to, refer them back to, can you, if the movement is too aggressive and you're having to go down to singles, then it's a little bit, too tough for you. All right. We want to avoid these singles for the workout. So I've been trying to, say, 5 to 10 reps is kind of where we want to be at. So you don't, avoid these like, singles on the thrusters, single chest to bar pull-ups, because they want to do chest to bar pull-ups. We want to create some good density here. So I've been going with the 5 to 10 rep range, kind of give them an idea, because you're probably going to get a ton of people go, what should I do on weight and what should I do on the pulling? Reference back to, can you do 5 to 10 reps? That's kind of where we want to be at. So if 115 is aggressive, bring them down until, the 95, 75 or whatever that weight might be for them. All right, guys, make sure you're having good times with this. Make sure a lot of these structure movements, we kind of, get a little lazy on them as coaches, or they don't seem fun. Find a way to make them fun. And then also, again, make sure everybody's moving properly and safely. All right, have fun.